Alrighty. Welcome everyone to Project Design Space Finals. Today's final is the Nike final. Before we start, just some housekeeping rules. Everyone, please keep your mic on mute when you're not speaking, and preferably your camera as well, unless it's your turn, your team's turn to present. We're going to be starting the session first with a word from the DIDI Dean, Hani Asfour. Hani, all yours.
Thank you, Razan. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Nike. Thank you, Bond Education, for arranging this incredible opportunity for these wonderful students. I'm looking at your faces and you look both excited and nervous, and that's perfectly fine. So the first thing I want to do is congratulate you for making this far out of so many entries. You are the finalists, so whoever wins today, congratulations in advance. But from my eyes, from the eyes of the Dean of the DIDI, I see you all as winners, and I'm so excited to see such passion and such commitment to these solutions. Our aim has been to show that design is not a frivolous or a last-minute type of styling. Design is a way of thinking to solve complex problems. And today, all of you have shown that you are not only capable of doing that, but also pioneering creative thinkers. So the future of human improvement is through creativity. And I again thank Nike for providing us with this opportunity. And I thank all the teachers and all the students from all the high schools who have participated. And in my eyes, as I said, you are all winners. At the same time, today the judges will have to pick one winner from each category, age category. So I wish you luck, and hopefully I'll see you again at the DIDI as our students. So good luck, and I'll be around all the time, and I give it back to Razan to lead. Well done.
Thank you, Hani. So my name is Razan. I'll be your MC today. I work as the student recruitment manager at DIDI, so I handle all the inquiries you guys might have about admissions or anything else. Today we'll be starting with the Nike Challenge. So just a little brief about who Nike is. Nike is an American multinational corporation that designs, develops, manufactures, and sells sports footwear, apparel, equipment, accessories, and services. In late 2018, Nike opened its largest store in the MENA region in the Dubai Mall. And the brief that you guys were given for the challenge was to design a community engagement program for Nike's Dubai Mall flagship store that promotes the store as a beacon for sports and culture. And today we have our judges who will be listening to all your pitches. So we have Dalia Abdulrahman, who is sports marketing executive at Nike. And we also have DIDI faculty Sejal Patel. He's the founding assistant professor. So welcome both Dalia and Sejal. And before we begin, we're gonna hear from Chris about some rules and regulation and how the judging process will work for today's sessions.
Great, thanks Razan, and hi to everybody. Nice to see you again, and congratulations for making it this far. So today's session is packed. We're gonna have back-to-back sessions, and I'm gonna give you a few words about how that's gonna work. So each team will be given a 10-minute time slot. The first thing we'll do is we'll show your video. We'll show it from our end over the Zoom call, so you don't have to do anything. We'll watch your finals video for the 3 minutes, and then you'll have a 5-minute Q&A session with the judges, where they'll ask you questions and learn more about your thinking and your design. Then we'll have a 2-minute time to change over to the next team, and we'll go on to the next team. So we'll be back to back. We have, I think, 9 teams presenting today. So we have to keep it going back to back throughout. And to help us hear everybody and be able to tell who's the team that's presenting, please turn off your video when it's not your turn and mute yourself. When your team is called, you can turn on your video and, of course, unmute yourself so you can speak with the judges. Today, the judges will be looking at 7 different criteria as they score your projects and your presentation. You already know this, but I'll go over it. So we have creativity and originality. We have the potential impact your solution could create for the client. We have the technical and financial feasibility of your project. the completion of your idea or prototype, how complete is it? The relevance of your solution to the design brief, and finally, the quality of your video and the quality of your presentation and how you answer and handle questions from the judges. So at the end of the call, the judges will deliberate and we'll pick one winner, as Hani mentioned, from the grade 5 to 8 category and the grade 9 to 12 category. So good luck to everyone, have fun, and we will see you in the presentations.
All right, thank you, Chris. So I'm going to tell you the running order. So listen carefully and see the order in where your school will be. And I'll also be writing in the chat who's going to be next up, okay? So the first team to be presenting today will be Al Taiwan School for Girls. Then we'll have Dubai Gem Private School. Then Gems Millennium School Sharjah, MSB Private School, American School of Dubai, Cranley Abu Dhabi, Dubai Scholars Private School, Shamal Girls School, and then lastly, the Indian High School Dubai. Alrighty. So good luck to everyone, and we're gonna start with Al Taiwan School for Girls.
Assalamu alaikum for everyone. Hello, my name is Shahad, and we are from Multimedia School.
We'll be playing the video, and then the judges will be asking you questions about your project, okay?
Okay.
Hi, my name is Sheikh Ali and I am in Twain School.
Hello and welcome to Multimedia School Night Challenge Project.
Judges, over to you. Dalia, would you like to start?
Yes, sure. First of all, thank you so much, girls. I really like the video. I'm just gonna start with a few things that I really loved. First of all, kind of that you were inspired by what the government is kind of pushing for, to do more with less. I really love this, and I think it's something that it's very sustainable. All the aspects that you mentioned. So really good job on that. And I would have just asked about kind of the timeline of it, like how often would the workshops happen and who would lead the workshops. But yeah, honestly, you guys bringing in this very local aspect and the tradition is honestly something that I think us as a brand was kind of lacking in the past years. So I think with this, we would open up a lot of opportunity of collaboration also with local talent. So I think that was really, really great.
Dalia, do you have any specific questions you'd like to ask?
Just about the timeline, what they think it would look like, you know, on a yearly or monthly basis in terms of the workshops.
Okay, anyone from the team that would like to answer?
Like, would it be a daily workshops? Who would we invite also? That's another question.
Girls, anybody from Tawin School?
Yes, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I am
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So, from my
Can you repeat the question, Dalia? I don't think the girls heard the question.
Okay. So, in terms of the workshops, could you maybe give me just an idea how you think, how often the workshops would happen? Like, would it be a weekly thing, a monthly thing? How will it like change every month? If it's a monthly thing, how can we change it every month?
Okay. Monthly, 3 weeks in the month.
Okay.
We will do workshops and games for people.
Okay.
To encourage people tonight.
Okay. This is for the recycling workshop.
I'm sorry, but I cannot hear you. Your sound is too much low.
Would that be for the recycling workshops? That's what you're talking about? So it would be a monthly thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Sejal, any questions?
That's fine.
Thank you, Dalia. Sejal, any questions?
Yes. I'd just like to thank everyone for their presentation. I saw like a huge amount of work that's taken place since the last round of discussion, so that's great, and I just want to congratulate you on that. I thought the proposal was like really well researched and very comprehensive. So it was really good to see the schedule, and then also seeing like the kind of plan of the space and how all the activities would be kind of distributed in the space also over time. I think the schedule kind of like was presented really quickly, so it was hard to kind of pick that up, but I saw that a lot of thought has been taking place. I guess my question, I have two questions. My first question is, you distributed different types of activities in different parts of the store. And my question is, what would happen in other parts of the store while those activities are taking place? Is there no programming during those times, or is there something else happening?
There's activity. We have emoji characters. Anybody can come, when people come, and choose a character. Yeah, choose character. And they then move to part 2. Okay, they play sport or something like that. They're doing sport, they're doing something. And their names will be and the winning one, and then we will choose one who will win.
Okay, great. So what I'm hearing is that there's different types of activities, and some are more formal than others, and some have more of a kind of, there's more planning involved. I guess, okay, so that's great. And then my second question is around those prototypes that you showed at the end, made out of the recycled materials. I was hoping you could tell us more about that and the thinking behind those kind of objects that you showed at the end of your presentation.
Can you repeat the question, please?
So you showed prototypes of these, like a bag and like a wrist, like a bracelet made out of recycled material.
Yeah.
We do tell us more about that. I was like really interested in it, but you just showed it really quickly. So I would love to hear like more your thinking behind that.
We bought recycling because I think to keep environment clean, we will get better future. Best future. The world is clean, environment it's clean. All people will feel good.
Okay,
because,
that's great. And are you imagining that these are like customization of existing Nike products, or are these new recycled from existing Nike products, or what's the connection to Nike?
Like we get old shoes and we recycle it.
All right. Great, fantastic. Those are my questions.
All right. Thank you so much, judges. We ran out of time for this team, so we'll be moving on to the next team. Thank you, girls. Next up is Dubai Gem Private School. So we'll be playing the video first, and then the judges will ask questions.
In order for the Nike store to become a beacon for sports and culture, we have planned to use our customer engagement strategy. This strategy is about offering various captivating activities such as yoga sessions. Both the young and old can engage with each other at the different spaces of the Nike store. This will appeal and intrigue all the Nike customers of different ages. Shared communication will not only encourage sports but will also combine sports and culture.
Champion Scoring. In order to make the store more appealing to the customers and to make them feel passionate about sports, we'll place the cutouts of famous personalities at the two main entrances where people can take photos with them using the photo booths. Depending on which is more feasible, the client has an option of statues or cutouts. The concept behind placing them at the entrances is that they would draw the attention of the customers and draw them to the store to make a purchase. In order to strengthen this concept, there will be a screen positioned next to the cutouts and the community space where the highlights of the matches and races will be played. This event will begin in January and last until 31st of March, though the cutouts will be there all year round.
To inspire the Nike customers to have a healthy lifestyle, we will be hosting cardio and calisthenics fitness challenges, along with morning yoga workshops, which will also increase sports participation. Making the yoga sessions complimentary will attract more customers. The customers who make a purchase above a certain amount will get an invite for the fitness challenge. These events will be held in the community space. Both of these ideas are feasible and can be easily executed. These events will run from April to June 30th.
Our next idea is the customization workshop, which will be held at the Nike and U area. It will begin in July and last until 30th September. In this workshop, customers can customize Nike clothes and shoes which will have a theme of sustainability. Customers who bring in recyclable materials will get a discount depending on the quantity provided. This will not only promote Nike as an eco-friendly brand, but will also inspire customers to be more eco-friendly. Children can be very annoying to shop with, which leads us to our next idea: having a coloring station for children so that parents can be free to shop. The coloring station will be held at the Nike and U section as well. The coloring books can be made out of recyclable paper.
Virtual reality sports. VR sports can be done indoors, remotely saving time and money. For sports such as baseball, basketball and tennis, athletes can practice in simulations. To learn if this concept would entice the customers using social medias, we used a couple of people who have encountered VR sports for their feedback. Majority of the people liked it because it was suitable for different learning styles and had realistic scenarios. This event will be held at the Flex Space from the start of October till the end of December.
All righty, judges, it's your turn. Dalia, would you like to start?
Yes, first of all, thank you, team. Great video. I'm just gonna start with, honestly, I think the VR sports idea in the flex space is my favorite. I think there's a lot of room to kind of change it up. And I think it's pretty new. It's something we haven't done before. I think before I continue, I just wanted to ask if you have kind of a theme that you're going for. I know that you want to have something around sustainability in the customization area, but overall, were you working towards a specific theme or objective throughout all kind of the engagement programs that you worked on?
The center of attention for us was to make sure that Nike stays as a beacon for sports and culture. And the sustainability factor was an add-on for the Nike and You and the customization workshop.
Okay. About the customization workshop, could you just explain again how it would work exactly? So they would purchase a Nike t-shirt, for example, and then they would use materials that they bring from their own home, or?
What we were thinking was that if they bring in recyclable materials, we could recycle them separately, but we could give them a discount on customization because customization also takes a lot of money in the Nike store. So if this will like promote Nike as an eco-friendly brand, so giving them a discount will want them to recycle more. So if they bring in recyclable goods, then they can customize. And I think that we as a team think that would attract more customers.
So, but the customization itself doesn't have much to do with sustainability, right? Like the materials you're using or something.
No, the materials will be the same. The materials are not from like reusable, recyclable things.
Okay. Sorry, one more. Any idea on how you would kind of change up the customization from like 1 month to another or 1 year to another? Like how can we keep innovating the customization space? Because this is something that we are struggling with right now as well. How can we keep innovating the customization?
We were thinking for the customization as our main theme for customization is more on like a sustainability side. For customization, suppose like every 3 months, the theme could change from suppose like a pollution, like from the pollution standpoint. So some customization ideas more related towards that topic. And every month it would change according to problems going on in the world related to the environment.
Okay, that's nice. All right, thank you so much.
Jill?
Yes. Thank you, MBS Private School. Thank you for your presentation. So yeah, just great job. My question is around the virtual aspect of your project, because I think what you've done really well is create or try to engaging digitally between the customers and the store. And so where I'm curious to hear your answer is around the VR sports, like Dalia pointed out. And so my question is, if it's VR and it's digital, what is your justification for moving that into the store versus say just people could access this at home? Because, you know, like with new gaming systems, a lot of these experiences like you can have anywhere. So why would that bring people into the store?
Well, we thought that since Nike mostly also sells active sportwear, so when they, instead of taking up much space with like actual real sports and stuff like that,
we could use VR sports to stimulate that. So simulate that. So they could pretend like they could see how it feels, like doing the sport in the active way.
The other features will be like a crowd puller, which aren't available at home.
Pardon?
The other new features will be like a crowd puller.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
What we're saying is that the VR is going to be a project inside the store. The other features like the statues and other things we mentioned is going to pull the crowd towards the store, and once they're in the store they can use the VR, which is also there.
Okay. What I was hoping to hear, I think you said it, was that people would try on the products and then use the VR experience, so they can get like the feeling of actually trying the products plus the experience. Which they can't get. Okay, great, thank you.
All right, any last questions, judges? All right, cool. So we're gonna move on to the next school. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Next up is GEMS Millennium School, Sharjah.
The fun community space has unique features that bring out your adventurous side. We aim to create the most immersive and thrilling experiences imaginable using virtual reality on a modular football turf which overlooks the spectacular view of Burj Khalifa and the Dubai Fountain. One discovers their hidden talents here. Customers can put their own creativity to work in the virtual shoe designing area. These stunning concept shoes designed by our customer will be displayed on the conveyor belt, and they are perfectly suited for any haute couture runway show. Flex Space will definitely make you walk like a celebrity, feel powerful and sassy on the red carpet. The wax statues of famous sportsmen and women wearing Nike clothes is sure to attract young, budding athletes and fans visiting the store. Take Insta-worthy pics with a perfect backdrop at our photo booth. The XQ Space has workshops for all age groups. The calendar has activities for people of determination also. The navigation kiosk will be the perfect choice for people to find their way around the store and remind them about the upcoming events according to the calendar. The Nike Challenge has given us an unprecedented window of opportunity in all categories, and we want to grab this chance, continue to innovate and design, because when we do it and implement it at the Nike store, the amplification of our innovation will have the word of mouth power.
Wow, that was extremely motivational. Thank you so much for joining me here. And guys, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye.
All right, judges, Daria.
Yes, thank you, girls. I'm just gonna start with the 2 questions. Could you explain the conveyor belt again? I'm not sure if I understood it right.
The conveyor belt is a rotatory belt. It will showcase talents of customers. The shoes that are designed virtually through the virtually designing shoe area will be presented here. This will increase the footfall of customers. So it's actually miniature.
And to add on that, it is a very small belt revolving around the table. It's present in the women's lounge that represents innovation.
And I would also like to say something. With the conveyor belt, we have made that small virtual shoe design area, the cubicle area, we have exposed it by bringing it to the community space, which will also increase more people using the virtual shoe designing area.
So is that just kind of to engage them, or can they take their kind of virtual creation and make it a reality in the customization space?
So basically, the conveyor belt is just to showcase talents. The conveyor belt presents the shoes made by the customers in the virtually shoe designing area. So the customers can design their shoes, and the Nike will choose the top 5 shoes, and it will be displayed in the conveyor belt.
Okay. And another question, I think that when you guys mentioned the workshops, it was very quickly. So again, I'm not sure if I understood what kind of workshops you're trying to do.
We have used workshops that are parallel with the events happening in the UAE. So they support the culture as well as innovation, sport, and dream. These workshops will engage people in activities so that they don't get bored and there are more people coming to the Nike.
Okay, so they're around customization, or?
No, they are just to engage people so that they don't get bored in the Nike store and they'll have fun.
For example, we have a workshop on Environmental Day. We have a workshop for designing shoes. It's a competition for designing shoes on the topic of nature. It's not virtually designing, it's just by painting. It's not like more people will come and they'll buy Nike shoes, and it will actually increase the people buying Nike products.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, girls.
Tejo?
Good job.
Thank you. I really appreciate your video. It's really polished and amazing, like how you visualize some of the spaces. I really love the video. I'm going to give you a very tough question. So if your proposal is successful, like if it was actually implemented, how would you see it changing the community in Dubai, or like in the mall? Like how could you see it creating new types of community or new opportunities for social gathering? How do you see, like, what difference would it make if you're successful?
It will increase the customer interaction. So even if even if they don't meet, they will increase. So for example, the photo booths.
Yeah, so the photo booths, they'll attract or they'll increase the footfall of customers, as a lot of people miss the flex space. So we have put a red carpet, and the workshops are mostly arranged in the XQ space, and the XQ space is in the center of the Nike store. So a lot of crowd will actually want to gather over there just to get engaged.
We have used a personalized marketing strategy.
Yeah.
So
personalized
that
marketing
includes.
Okay, so what does that mean? Personalized marketing strategy.
We have used a unique way to attract people.
Yeah.
By using VR and many.
Okay. So just a follow-up question on that. Is it just about increasing like footfall, or do you think it could also have the potential to say like contribute maybe greater awareness around issues or understanding of the culture? Like, are there other ideas, or is the main goal around?
Yes, because the workshops, they are even for people of determination. So that will also increase the awareness to give equality to the people of determination.
And also it will promote the culture.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
All right, judges, any last questions? Alrighty, thank you so much, girls.
Thank
Next
you.
up, we have MSB Private School.
Imagine what it feels like when you get some quality time to spend with your entire family. In this digital and fast-paced world, sport provides opportunities to unite people from all walks of life. This might sound impossible, but we will just do it. We have scavenger hunt to kick off the boredom for age 10 to 20 years. The participants will get better acquaintance with Nike products and its outstanding features. Receive your first clue when you register at the store and the winner gets amazing discount coupons. We know that the youth has today mastered themselves in photography and especially taking selfies. It is your best chance to become a trendsetter and sensation on social media with #NikeFan. Gain knowledge on time management, stress and sports, and fitness regime in the community space for all adults, specially focused parents.
We will keep our sweet toddlers entertained during the month of November to promote togetherness among children. Also, not to forget, the Beam Balance Quiz will make you aware about the rich culture of UAE and its initiative to boost a healthy lifestyle amongst the kids. The key feature is the skateboarding, golf and tennis experience using VR for one and all, and design a jersey challenge specially for people of determination.
Let's celebrate the month of love with couple games. Zumba sessions exclusively for ladies, and gentlemen can try the luck on with the prize.
Our aim is to unite, inspire, and motivate people irrespective of their nationality, age, and gender through diverse cultural and sports events. Competition scheduled throughout the year. We empower the determined ones as they play an integral part in the development of the society. Last but not the least, all our programs are designed considering minimum involvement of organizers and can be executed easily by few skilled personnels, thus increasing the footfall and brand engagement for the Nike store.
All right, Dalia, the floor is all yours.
Thank you, girls. You really made me smile with this one. I really liked it. So first of all, I just want to say I really loved how you guys kind of made a story out of it. Like the way you presented it was honestly, wow, I really loved it. So the idea about families, you included like almost everyone, kids, people of determination. Like the ideas, I love the ideas about the talks, the quiz, like you guys have a lot of ideas, which is great. You've even organized it with the months, and yeah, I think I don't even have any questions. I think I'm good.
All right, Seja.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, girls, I just want to really commend you. Like the huge amount of work and thought has been put in since the last presentation, and so it's just really come a long way. And I'm honestly blown away from your progress. And I just love the video, like how you get into the persona of the different users and use that as a way of designing, starting from that perspective of the person. I think it's just a really thoughtful and complete proposal. And there's just like a lot of great ideas. And I think what was like really nice at the end is that you were really clear about, okay, here are like design principles. Here are like the kind of 7 things that make up your proposal. So it was super clear. And what you presented, it could also be adapted because you have the design principles. So it's easy to see like how this also could be adapted or that it could be flexible. My question for you is around the customization workshop for a jersey for person of determination. I think that's just such a wonderful idea. And I would just ask you, maybe you could explain more about that, like in terms of details, like how could that actually work? What would that look like?
So the people of determination, they will come and they will have to register on the Nike app or the website, and then they will have come there and design the jerseys, and then it will be showcased. The top 5 will be showcased, and then yeah.
Also, could I add?
Yes.
The jerseys, the design jerseys, would be for auction. The participants could also take away, like they can buy at discounted prices, and the others can be auctioned so that the Nike also can get some money, and others can be provided to the organizations of the people of determination.
Fantastic. I think I would encourage you to take a look. There's a jacket, a raincoat made by these designers in New York called the Open Style Lab. And they were looking at how to make a raincoat for someone who's in a wheelchair, because it can be very awkward how like a kind of traditional raincoat would look like. And so they actually made some really clever innovations in terms of the design for it being like able to expand or like transform. So I would encourage you to take a look at that. I think also there's a potential that the workshop would not just be if you were a person of determination. It's also like if you're for everyone to get more empathy and kind of understanding of the diverse people in the community. So I think maybe you can think more broadly about that idea. But overall, like really well done. Great job.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Awesome, thank you. So this is the end of our middle school portion. So thank you to all our middle school teams, and we're going to move on to the high school teams. So the first step from high school is American School of Dubai.
Let's go ASD.
Since the dawn of time, people have always competed with one another. Nike products can be seen at every athletic competition. Nike's vision is to bring inspiration and innovation to every athlete in the world. According to Nike's vision, we redesigned the Nike store to fuse sports, culture, and community.
At the moment, Nike XU is only for shoes, but we'd like to extend it to more sports accessories and gear, such as horse riding helmets, saddles, camel racing gear, and more, as they are an important part of the UAE culture. Additionally, our aim is to introduce custom gear that empowers and accepts Bedouin arts and crafts into today's modern world. Through this intersection between traditional Emirati and modern-day culture, we will create a whole new world of design and innovation. We will introduce designs such as al-Sadu, a traditional form of weaving performed by Bedouin women. Another significant part of the UAE culture that could be integrated into Nike's mission is date palm. Khus is the practice of weaving date palm fronds. The techniques used and colors are chosen to provide elements of personal artistry. This artistry can be transferred to shoe designs, initiating a new form of design or representing the UAE culture.
We strive to incorporate culture and community into the Nike engagement program by intertwining it with the aforementioned Nike XU and Flex Spaces. Some popular sports in the UAE, such as falconry and polo, aren't currently a part of Nike's catalog. However, we believe that introducing these sports can shed light on Emirati traditions all around the world. For example, we could begin by bringing the Emirates Falconers Club and customizing their gear. Through the promotion of activities such as falconry, polo, and other traditional sports, we hope to highlight some of the sports that are an integral part of the UAE identity. Moreover, in our effort to secure the Nike store as a beacon in the sports community, we hope to have motivational speakers from various sports and cultures speak about their passions and host workshops to engage with the community. Such events could be scheduled on the calendar, which can be found on the website described later in this video.
This part shows the subsection of the Nike DXP website we have designed, which includes detailed descriptions of our Nike Flex, Nike by You, and Emirati Culture X Nike programs. Within the next subpage of our website, we have a calendar of events where there is a new theme every month to influence the types of activities that will be seen in the Nike Flex space and the types of innovative designs that may be made in the Nike XU section. Within the website, we also have a booking platform where individuals will be able to book sections of the Nike Flex Space on weekdays. Lastly, the website contains a register here section where individuals will be able to register for particular challenges that will be hosted in Nike Flex Space.
Through Nike Flex, we strive to spark a sense of competition and sports enjoyment within the community we all live in, which will not only result in a more united community, but also one that holistically comprehends the joy of physical fitness. The model here shows a layout of our Nike Flex Space that comprises of VR falconry, a horse riding simulator, a polo simulator, and a combined football and basketball space where the Nike team will be able to host various tournaments and challenges based on our calendar of events and the theme for each month. This design will enable us to alter the space for various sports in an easy and economically feasible manner. We will redesign the store, and our Flex Space will be located where the young athletes and
All right, Dalia, would you like to begin?
Yeah, thank you, team. First of all, I think what was really strong in your presentation was the whole idea of the website and the booking system and the calendar. I think that makes things very clear for consumers, and I think it's something very important that we are lacking as well, because we don't have a platform to communicate all the things we want to do in the store. So that's really good. Yes, also something really good that I liked, which is including the all the local, either the customization techniques or the local sports. I think that would build a much stronger community. So I really like that. My only question would be, so the flex space would kind of be only for the challenges, right? And the customization, the local customization techniques. So if someone would host that workshop, that would be in the Nike by You area or in the community space?
Yeah, so if someone were to host a customization, then like a customization workshop, then that would be held in the Nike XU space, because that's Nike's designated area for customization.
Okay. And what was the idea for the community space? Maybe it was there, but I missed it. Or maybe.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you properly. Do you mind repeating the question again?
What did you guys say for the community space? I'm not sure if you mentioned something that will be hosted there.
The community space was also like tied into what we said for the Emirati X culture section. So part of the culture section was bringing in like culture and traditions into our customization. But additionally, we said there'd be more than just workshops, maybe like motivational speakers, like people who have like pursued a passion. For example, like a cross-country runner who's like running marathons and all of that could come in and speak about how they like progressed in their journey and how they developed as a runner, and that could occur in the community space. So it's really about bringing people in the store together who like have similar passions or maybe are interested in a new passion, and seeing how they can like pursue it further and like learn from others.
Okay, a final question, sorry. The way you want to kind of educate people on the local sports, that would be done in the flex space through kind of the challenges that you'll set up, right? Or is there any other way you want to educate people?
Yeah, that's correct. We'll be educating people through the various challenges in the sporting section, and also especially in the arts aspect that will occur in the Nike by You section.
Yeah, and then furthermore, we can teach the customers about local sports through their experience with horse riding, polo, and the VR falconry.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Good job.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I guess I'll jump in. I think your presentation and your idea is you know, there's a lot of innovation in your proposal, and what I really appreciate is that you're taking a very contemporary look at taking elements of local culture and sort of like remixing it in very interesting ways. And so I think that's phenomenal. Like, I think that's really creative what you've come up with. So my question, I'm gonna give you a hard question, is say someone walking away from this experience, what is your intention? Like, what are they supposed to take away from their experience of VR falconry, or like using a horse riding simulator? Like, what is the kind of takeaway from that?
Yeah.
Why go through all of this effort?
Since roughly 90% of the residents in the UAE are not local, then the aim of our modification to the Nike store is to shine light to the local culture and community through these various spaces. So once the typical customer of the Nike Dubai Mall store would walk out, then they would have a strong understanding of the local sports culture and community through the Nike XU, where they can design and customize products that are traditional to the Emirati culture, and through the flex space where they can experience local sports firsthand.
In addition to this, we'd also like to continue with Nike's whole aspect of engaging in community practice of various sports.
Yeah, and I also wanted to add that since we know that like the Dubai Mall store is the largest store in the Middle East, we wanted to make sure that we have a lot of Emirati traditions and Emirati cultures implemented into our store, and we wanted people to learn a lot about the culture of UAE and the Emiratis.
Additionally, some of the sports such as like falconry you mentioned and polo are not something that like your typical customer can just pick up firsthand. Like learning falconry and polo takes practice and a lot of experience with it. And so we hope that like this initiative, like through the VR and the flex space and the customization, that it's like in a sense easy to get it firsthand and just like interactive experience with the culture and like their sports without having to just like, because the actual rigor that goes into like becoming a master falconer is not exactly easy for everyday like people.
Yeah, that's great. I think why, like my take on it, why it's very powerful is because you're not showing, or no, what is it? You're not just telling people about it, you're showing them through their own experience. Like they're learning through experience, not through like reading or looking at an image. They're like actually experiencing that. So it's very powerful in a way of educating and building awareness of the local culture, but also kind of contributing into it and also like building it for the future. So I think it's just a wonderful proposal. So thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
All righty. Thank you, ASD. Next up, we have Cranley Abu Labi.
Thank you so much.
These simple yet elegant pieces of furniture represent the modern era of design in Dubai and the United Arab Emirates, creating a delicate crossroad between the physical and intangible culture that is clearly represented in the Nike store, brand, and product. On top of all of that, all our products fit into the Learn, Customize, Play umbrella, meaning all the separate parts of the store work together as one. This time-lapse shows how our products will be implemented throughout the year 2021 and adapted for different seasonal events.
With the reduced usage of the Nike Store community space, we decided to create a new feature that would make the space more eye-catching and which would increase the number of customers. This led us to creating these individual modular hexagonal seats which can be easily altered to fit any ongoing events or seasons, as well as new external attachments that would be fitted onto the pre-existing chairs in the Nike Store. Firstly, their modularity and simple shape support the flexibility of arranging the seats with exceptional efficiency. Secondly, magnetic attachments were installed on the sides of the seats, allowing us to create a multitude of shapes by joining the seats. For example, this would permit the Nike stores to have small or large groups of seats in a circle. Finally, we have external attachments that can be fitted onto the pre-existing seats in the Nike Store, which include all the features of the all-in-one design without needing a full replacement of the furniture.
Good quality customization in shops is hard to come by, and even if it's offered, the experience is usually unpolished and unorganized. With this kiosk, we can offer to every customer an ingeniously crafted experience that will leave them satisfied with their products. The cutting-edge design of our kiosk transforms customization from a complex and difficult process to an innovative and refreshing experience. The rotating screen allows for easy viewing and access to both customer and employee, and enhances the customization process. With a simple QR code, you can transfer the customizations to the Nike app on your phone so you can display the shoes with AR. There's also additional storage within the kiosk to store the uncustomized items until purchase. This kiosk will also give the Nike store a modern flair while establishing connections to its UAE roots through relevant customization.
Not being able to try out a product before it is bought is an understated problem. While a product may seem good on display, it may not perform as desired, and the customer would have to return it, leading to an overall bad experience. With this flexible furniture, we give our customers an opportunity to try out the products they have seen, by having our furniture cater to as many sports as possible. The Flex Space allows you to try out so many different sports in the same place. Now let's see all the features with a prototype tour. We can start off with a putting hole for golf and trash. There's a 90 and 180 degree table for table tennis and tennis. Then we have the retractable football goal, the seating area, and the basketball board. Finally, this is what it looks like to play with the Flex Space.
All right, Dalia.
Hi. First of all, wow, that was quite innovative, I must say. I think, like, overall, let me just say, like, about the structure of the presentation. I honestly loved how you guys presented a problem and then a solution. I think it made the presentation flow really well, and it made everything very clear. Honestly, I don't even know where to start. The kiosk is very Nike. Like, honestly, this is something that we are already kind of working on, and this is something that we need to kind of facilitate this process, because as you guys already said, there's issues in that process. So that's great. Even including AR in it was really amazing. Also, really good job on the child space. I think the problem that you mentioned is another very important one. And yeah, I think also the everything that you guys, as in like the prototype, was really, really cool. Yeah, honestly, it just made everything very clear. So I don't have any questions. Thank you.
All right, Sejal.
Yeah, like I would just like to congratulate you on a very clear, refined, and awesome presentation. And I think what you guys are doing is you're making our lives very hard in terms of judging, because the caliber is really high. And I'm very impressed in how far you've been able to take the project. So I just want to say that. And also in terms of the 3D model and the kind of iteration and looking at things like modularity and adapting the furniture, I just want to really commend you on being very thoughtful and kind of comprehensive in the way you've developed everything and also communicated it. So it's just really clear and well done. Yeah, like, let me think. I think, okay, here's my question for you. What, in terms of the prototype, what aspect of the prototype was the hardest to resolve in terms of combining different types of activities? I guess that will be my question. So that, you know, you had to design this furniture in a minimal way, like being able to do a lot. My question would be like, what was the hardest thing to figure out?
So if I could jump in, I think one of the biggest challenges would really be, so this would be for the flex space, implementing actually every single sport, as many sports as possible, into one piece of furniture. And that's what we found the most challenging. And I think that especially for a small space, that would be very challenging, as you couldn't maybe play multiple sports at the same time. But with the flex space, I think we could have different activities going on at the same time, or even just one centralized focus on one sport, going with the event, of course, in the calendar that we presented at the start of the pitch.
If I could also add on to Andrea, I feel like having an item that caters to so many sports, like I've heard people say that saying that people say it's too good to be true, and unfortunately that is the case, because we can't have everyone play all the sports at the same time, because there is like a risk to having so many people play sports at the same time using the same same prototype. So like, for example, someone's playing basketball and they overshoot a shot and they could hit someone who's trying to play football. So I feel like that's also another problem with the prototype tour that we try to resolve as much as possible by having like the calendar set everything out. Like, these are the times for basketball. There's a limited amount of people that can attend. And that way, like, we just make the prototype as safe as possible for everyone, so everyone can play the sport safely.
Actually, I think it's good you pointed that out, because it actually helps you in terms of people like returning to the space, because it actually would encourage people to come back, because it'd be really cool to see like how this kind of element is being reimagined every week as something else. And it actually kind of gives you a reason to come back. So I'm really glad you said that. I think it actually makes the proposal stronger. Because yeah, like I think having all the sports happening at once is probably not a good idea. Or yeah. Anyways, really well done. That's it for my questions.
Just one more thing I'd like to add on is that although the model may look complex, we made it as simple as possible for it to be so that it's flexible for everyone to be able to use it, as like for any generations or any people of any age.
No, like I think in terms of the design, it's very minimal and like efficient. Like, you've done a lot with a few elements that you were really clever about. So I think, yeah, like I totally agree.
Great, thank you. Dalia, anything else you'd like to add?
No, thank you. Good job, guys.
Good job.
Thank you,
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Next up,
Thank you very much.
Next up we have Dubai Scholars Private School.
We are the DS Design Dragons, and we are here to present all of our ideating over the previous months into 3 of our strongest ideas.
The first of our strongest ideas for Nike is the Nike Annual Calendar, with weekly events crafted to promote sports, culture, mental health, and the building of the community. We've also created a key with different colors to indicate which space of the store each event will be held in: the community space, Nike XU, and the flex space.
All these events promote diversity, sports, mental health, and empowerment. To bring out the Dubai culture in the store, we correlated our events with the What's on Dubai calendar.
Daily events include the Nike Ladies Night, which is an opportunity for conservative women to play sport. Additionally, the Nike 30x30 Fitness Challenge for all the Dubai Mall staff and customers. Potential events include sports workshops and motivational talks with famous athletes, coaches, or Nike ambassadors.
Our next idea is the implementation of augmented reality by setting up a few projection screens. The best part about AR is that it's especially helpful to people of determination, which our team has consistently prioritized.
AR sporting events can be held through the creation of digital programs. Similar to the Xbox games, characters on the screen will compete through sporty games like cricket and badminton.
This here is a representation of how augmented reality would go about in a game. Before getting to our third strongest idea, this Minecraft world represents the store's layout.
First, we have created a multi-purpose field which can be converted according to each sport's precondition. This football pitch here can be reconstructed for badminton or cricket and can even be converted into an area for billiards, table tennis, or chess. These games help to promote upper body strength, hand-eye coordination, and mental health.
We also came up with customization booths with multiple screens for customers to place their requirements, measurements, and possible sketches of their desired products.
With the global situation, we respect the fact that Nike has donated 30,000 pairs of shoes for US frontline healthcare workers. And to carry that on, we have devised a Nike donation counter where customers can drop in their old products, which will be remodeled and donated to the unsung heroes during situations like the current one.
In situations where appearing in the store physically isn't possible, the creation of a Nike DXB app will allow customers to watch sports events from home and post content which brings the Nike family closer.
And finally, what is our wow factor? To answer simply, it is how we have understood Nike's motto and have implemented it in our project. Just do it to us means anyone and everyone can play sports and express their true selves through events like Show Nike What You Got and Nike Sports Day.
To sum it up, the Nike calendar, augmented reality, and reflecting Nike's message will help to create a community united by sport, whilst promoting all of Nike's morals and additionally increasing footfall into the Nike DXB store. This may be the end of all our design ventures, but remember that every ending has a new beginning, so grab those opportunities while you can and just do it.
All right, Dalia.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. I think to start off, what I think stood out was, for me personally, was the customization booths. I think that was a good idea because you kind of get to cater to a lot of people at the same time, rather than it's like always one person after another, so it takes a lot of time. Also, I think the donation box idea was amazing. It's new, and I think it's something like the idea behind it's very important. I would have a question about the people of determination part with the augmented reality. I didn't understand it pretty well.
Right. So when we were obviously when we were planning out our project, we were thinking a lot about events for people of determination, because whenever it comes to sports, I think that they are sort of not recognized as much. So when we were looking up online, we saw a lot of articles which spoke about how augmented reality has really helped people of determination, and especially blind people. So augmented reality with sound helps them to navigate their way, and because a lot of people also underestimate, for example, blind people, because they think, oh, they can't navigate the ball and they can't play sports. So with AR, the sound can help them to navigate sports, and this can happen during sports workshops. So eventually, over a period of time, it will help them to develop their sporting skills, and that's really it. That's how we used AR with people of determination.
I think this is a very, very strong idea. Honestly, good job on that. That would happen in the flex space?
Yes, that would happen. In the flex space, what we decided was the multi-purpose field. AR, actually what we wanted to do was keep it in the Nike XU area, because that would be a very an eye-catchy feature of the store, because Nike XU is much more prominent than the other areas. So keeping AR there would definitely attract more people to enter the store.
Okay, amazing. That's it from my side. Good job.
Right, Sejal?
Yeah, that's a very brilliant proposal, like another amazing presentation. So our lives are very hard. I think it's gonna be very hard to make a decision. I think what's really powerful about your proposal is the integration of both say like digital or virtual media and the physical space. I think it's very strong. And so I'm going to give you also a tough question. I would say, okay, what does this all mean? Like, what does the Minecraft world or the AR, what does this mean for the future of retail in the world that we live in post-pandemic or during the pandemic? What does this all mean? And how can this address it or reshape what is a customer experience?
All right, is there anything specific that you would like me to touch on, like AR? or just the full?
I mean, up to you. I mean, I think the idea of having a kind of virtual replica of the physical space that people are also able to interact with, that's interesting. Or the idea around like AR and sound that's, you know.
Okay, so I would say that once we realized that we were in the finals, it was obviously we were all under lockdown. So what we just thought about was how can we still let Nike be connected to its customers, even though we're not, obviously entering the store is not possible at this time around. So we were thinking about how we could still keep Nike united with the customers. So obviously through the app. The app was a huge part of our idea because we want the calendar to be there and we want people to post workouts and different things which can inspire everybody and help promote empowerment, diversity, and everything. And I think AR is just, when we were researching, we realized that Nike is actually a huge promoter of AR, and they're actually changing the game in retail when it comes to AR, because they are already, there's a customization program where you can scan your shoe and they will do a lot of different things with just one app. And I think that that's a big part of idea, which was augmented reality. And in the future, of course, AR is literally the future now, and technology is just, the world is running on technology. And that's why I think AR is is going to be huge, even when post-pandemic. I think that our calendar, our events, all of our events are just, they're so sporty and they encourage you to mingle with other people. So I think after we come out of this and recover from the situation, it would be really nice to just meet new people, talk to new people, and that's exactly what our events do. And I think AR would just be really fun and something new, because there's not a single retail store. Of course they have apps, but not within the store. They don't have AR. So that's exactly why it would be something that should change a lot.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for your answer.
Great.
You.
All righty. Thank you so much, everyone. We're going to move to our next team, which is Shamal Girls School.
Hello, we are the Smart Swag team from Shamal Girls School from Ras Al Khaimah. As Track Melvin said once, don't find customers for your product, find product for your customers. We base our proposal on adapting innovation and creativity to indulge Nike customers. Our idea focused to make sure the customers, the community are engaged, having fun, and having an interacting experience within Nike store. Our story begins with customers experiencing virtual reality within the store. The VR will enable the customers to experience available colors of certain outfit. This experience will allow them to find the colors that match different season trends.
For example, a customer might want to try on a jumper. When they try it with VR, the colors will change relating to the season, where the customer can change the colors of the jumper from darker color to a colder color. We chose this idea because we really want the customer to sense what it would be like to try clothes relating to the season, making it feel real. The main feature of our design is the bench. This bench will be located in the right-hand corner. On this bench, there will be a monthly meeting with a celebrity from different domains. Nike customer can take time to sit on this bench with a celebrity, ask questions, and talk with them. On the other hand, customer can sit on the same bench with each other to talk, share, and discuss their virtual reality experience, shopping in the store, or just having some fun. On the side of the right-hand corner, there will be a message wall that shows customers' posts regarding their general shopping experience at Nike.
Next to the message wall, there will be the historical wall. The historical wall will show greatest moment in different domains. Customer can comment on these historical show via sending message on the hashtag of the message wall. Our story concludes one of Nike's slogan, which is "Ride the Future." We start small, but with Nike, our dream is big. The future is on the hand of our customer, who their need is all what we want to satisfy. Thank you for listening to our new revised idea for Nike. And don't forget, work hard, dream big, and never give up.
Alrighty, Dalia.
First of all, thank you so much, ladies. I think I'm gonna start off with the VR idea. could you maybe explain, would they kind of create their own outfits, or would they select products that are already in store to just see how it would look like on them?
Is there anyone? Yeah, there you go.
Yes, I want to say that they can choose their own outfit, or they can wear the outfit, and also can if they want to create their own outfit, there will be the next area, which is the bench. So it's not related. So if we are in the virtual reality, they will choose their outfit. Like
Also, so this one will be where exactly? Which area of the store? Will it be in the flex space or the community area?
It is the virtual reality area. There will be 3 areas: the bench, and the virtual reality, and the historical wall. So this one will look. It will be in the VR area.
Okay. And do you remember how the store looks like?
It is.
Yeah. So like this like for example the bench. Where did you think you would put it? Like near the window or?
At the center of the Nike store.
Okay. Yeah, I think the VR idea is a very nice idea. So good job on that. And also I think the message wall is something very cute. I think it will kind of encourage people to write a message and then maybe engage in conversation. So yeah, really good job, ladies. Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you for a very wonderful proposal and all the work you put into it. I too, just like Dahlia said, I think the 2 things that really stand out to me are the message wall and also the bench as being, let's say, very fundamental parts of a public space, and maybe in like in a very fundamental way, creating new types of interaction in the store. So I think it's a very clever and very mature way of thinking of the problem, to think, okay, like, what if we just have a bench where people can have a conversation? I think actually that's like a very powerful idea. So yeah, I just want to say that's great. And so my question would be just to elaborate on that. And so my question would be, how is this bench, how would it be different than other benches in Dubai Mall? And in terms of the design, what would you do to make it special? In a way that like any bench is not as special as this like special bench.
So first, like the difference of like the difference of our
Maryam, can you speak up? We can't hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Like the difference from like the difference of like from our bench to others is we have something called hologram that people can use it to. Sorry for that. I'm really nervous. People can use the hologram to write their opinion of the like of the conversation will happen on this bench. So I think this is the difference of like the other benches in Dubai. So yes.
And I want to add something. In our previous video, we include the bench how it would look like in our previous video. It will be like special and in a star shape, and the bench like this. That way.
Okay, thank you.
Alrighty, any last questions, judges? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Right.
Small Girls School. Next up, we have the Indian High School, Dubai.
Technology has changed the way we shop forever. Today, we can buy whatever we want wherever we are with just the click of a button. In order to succeed in this e-commerce age, stores must change its metric for success from revenue per square foot to experience per square foot. Introducing our solution, NikeCon. Our idea is inspired by a fan convention containing several elements typically found in a fan con. To create events that encourage co-working, promotes creativity, and connects with consumer aspirations. In the Nike XU space, a mini esports arena can be set up where monthly tournaments can be held in rounds. The overall winner will get an opportunity to train like the pro gamers. They will undergo training programs specifically developed by Nike using its insight gathered from research conducted on T1 athletes. The winner will also get an opportunity to meet teams under T1 Entertainment and Sports. The community space would be a dynamic space bustling with activity. It would mimic a trade show where entrepreneurs can showcase their products and latest innovation. They can also share the design process with customers and interact and collaborate with each other. This would also serve as a forum for beginners in different fields to interact with experts and customers and encourage collaboration across fields. The flex space can be transformed into a climbing wall. Customers can be encouraged to engage in cosplay while scaling the wall and trying out the shoes. Using virtual reality, it can be made to look like the customer is scaling a building or flying in the sky, creating a perfect photo opportunity. Meet John and Lacey. Lacey is a freelance illustrator and John wants to be a professional gamer. Both are on the verge of giving up until one day And where are they now? Well, Lacey is the hottest illustrator in the comic book world. And John, after completing his training with Nike, has gone on to become a professional gamer. So, what are you waiting for? Find your greatness at NikeCon.
All right, Daria.
Hi guys. Where do I start? First of all, I think the presentation itself was very, very clearly structured, and you guys presented kind of a problem, and you know how technology or experiences can kind of make the shopping experience better for brands. So the idea behind it is honestly amazing because that's really what's happening, right? And honestly, I think you touched on the two kind of how do I say this, groups of people that we're not targeting, which is great, which is so designers. We kind of try to involve them in our customization workshops, but I think we can do much more. So the way you kind of brought collaboration as an idea, I think this will build a very strong community and will kind of allow people to think that or position Nike as, you know, a place where you can go to collaborate and meet new people and excel and become better. So that's amazing. And another one is gaming, because we're actually working on something right now to involve gamers. I think we're not doing that at all. And so that's honestly, that was amazing. Yeah, I really love the ideas.
Thank you.
Thank you. I don't have any questions. Thank you so much, ladies.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Teja?
Yeah, just wow. That it's just like it's like totally unexpected what you came up with. Like it's I know we've seen this like the third time, but it's just like a really genius idea, and you're touching on something that is not very obvious. Like it's very creative, and it's also like, what is the zeitgeist of our time? Like, what are people like actually doing? Like young people, and it's gaming, it's startups, right? And it's like opening up a whole new possibility for Nike. So yeah, like I just want to congratulate you. It's just like a really, really strong and like visionary proposal. Now, I'll give you a tough question. How do you reconcile, now that you've done this, now that you propose something very like totally different, very visionary, maybe not what people think at all when they think of Nike, how do you reconcile that? And like, what's your argument of how this connects back to Nike?
Okay,
so my question would be like, how would you sell this to Nike and show that it's actually completely aligned with what they're doing, even though it's not something they're necessarily focusing on right now?
Okay, so is it in terms of gaming or like the overall idea? So
the two things that really stand out to me is trying to connect with the idea of startups,
yeah,
and the idea of gaming. So what's the connection between startups and gaming, and what's the connection with startups and gaming and Nike?
Okay,
maybe
so
you could explain better on that, because that's the question we have probably.
Yeah. Okay, so while we were researching about experiential retail, one idea that we came across was the Volkswagen. They designed these piano stairs, which was next to an elevator. And this was just their intention to make people move more. So this might sound really strange, like an automotive company and making people move. But their intention was to really associate Volkswagen as a brand with a positive emotion, which is fun. So that's basically our whole argument, which is this idea would make people associate Nike as a brand to basically a vehicle to facilitate their success in whatever they're trying to do. So already Nike has this very inspirational brand identity, which is just do it. So here we are encouraging people to go out there and do it. And also Nike is going to help them reach where they want to go in the future. So I think that's the whole idea around startups. Right. And about esports, the thing is that Nike is venturing into esports as a sphere. They have sponsorships with a bunch of esports team. They recently partnered with T1 Entertainment and Sports, which is an esports team in South Korea. It's based in South Korea. So they're designing a lot of training programs for those pro gamers. And I think we were really inspired by that. And it's not really mainstream because Nike is mostly into physical sports and people might be really confused why are they venturing into esports. But I think they mentioned in a video that sports is more about resilience, it's about focus, it's about concentration. And that's present in both physical sports as well as esports. So Nike, their whole identity is encouraging athletes to do better and get better. So I think that's why we included that esports arena, that monthly tournaments thing also in our proposal.
Thank you. Thank you for a very thoughtful answer. I like your answer.
Thank you.
Alrighty, judges, any last questions?
No, thank you.
All right, thank you everyone. So that concludes all the presentations. So what will happen now is that the judges will go to a separate meeting to deliberate on who the winners are from middle school and high school. And in the meantime, we'll be taking a break here. So judges, feel free to hop off right now, and then we'll see you when you're done, which will take around 20 minutes. For the people, everyone else, please hang on, stay on. We'll be showing some videos. And at the same time, it's your chance to, take a break, have a snack, grab a glass of water. And if you have any questions about DIDI as well, you're welcome to ask us during that time, whether in the chat or by voice. Alrighty. So we'll see you soon, and enjoy this break.
No great thing, no beautiful invention, happened just like that. It happens when we leave our comfort zone and embrace change, creativity, and out of the ordinary. We live in interesting times. We live in a world that's constantly asking questions, that's constantly changing. In a world where blockchain and robots will be the norm, where 85% of tomorrow's jobs don't exist yet, where being multi-skilled is not just celebrated, but essential. At Dubai Institute of Design and Innovation, we believe that we need to prepare you for the future, to teach you skills that will power your tomorrow. Today, design matters more than ever. But how can design help, you may ask? We combine disciplines so you become well-rounded. From product design, multimedia design, fashion design, strategic design management, it's where you will learn how to merge different design disciplines. Presenting a 4-year Bachelor of Design degree in collaboration with MIT and Parsons' new School of Design. DIDI, not just another design university.
It's all about the Bulani gang. Bulani gang, your video was genuinely...
الشيء اللي ألهمني هو الشيخ محمد لأنه هو قالنا نفكر برا صندوق ونكون مبدعين.
I want to be an architect and I want to innovate. حلمي إني أصير مهندسة طاقة نووية وأبتكر مشاريع بسيطة تقدر تحل مشاكل المجتمع بأسلوب مبتكر.
I want to help make the world a better place for the future.
أنا أبني اسم لنفسي وأترك بصمة في كل التصاميم اللي أسويها وأبني برج.
What is design? I would say that design is about the improvement of the interface between individuals and their environment. From the improvement of what we wear, to the improvement of the utensils we use, to the improvement of environments that we inhabit.
Well, I think design, when it's done well, inspires people to think differently about what's possible. It also helps, in a lot of ways, to validate the cultural and historical integrity in a region.
The way we think about design and the way that we teach it have to change constantly because we as human beings are changing. The media and the technologies that connect us to the environment around us are changing, and the environment itself is changing.
We are in the process right now, globally, of redesigning everything. This is our time.
جامعة دبي للتصميم والابتكار رح تكون معنية بشكل أساسي بتطوير المواهب المحلية الموجودة في الإمارات العربية المتحدة وفي دبي بالأخص وفي العالم العربي بشكل أشمل. نحن بنعتبر أنه بحاجة لهالمواهب اللي عندها شغف إلى حد ما بمجال التصميم تقدر تاخد ثقافة عالية في هذا المجال ونقدر نأسس لجيل عربي وإماراتي واعد في هذا المجال يقدر يحتل مكانته في السوق العالمي للتصميم.
It's really such a perfect opportunity to create something from the ground and that is really going to shape an offering for the MENA region.
The curriculum's unique because it mixes design with research, and it looks at design from a very broad perspective but gives you the fundamental tools to really push that discipline forward. Really integrating a research mindset with the design mindset, I think, is a whole new lens that we haven't seen.
If you fix a curriculum too quickly and too rigidly, the world around you is changing faster than your curriculum is able to adapt. This is why this program of the design school is strategically flexible in order to adapt to the changes in the technologies and approaches in design.
And that's why a curriculum that takes into account the humanities, the social sciences, science, design, all of those things together, that's a very complex thing to teach. And that's why it has to constantly evolve, because those problems aren't solved. They change shape, they change form, and we make the world better step by step through design.
الجامعة حتكون مركز لتعليم التصميم من ناحية نظرية ومن ناحية فلسفية وفكرية، كيفية تفكير استراتيجي من ناحية التصميم، كيفية تحويل التصميم إلى بزنس، إلى عمل مربح ومجدي.
DI is extremely necessary in our region and is going to be the beginning of something big. Had I had some opportunity like this at the time I was growing up, I would have maybe excelled even more or on a faster pace.
Traditionally, design is taught in design schools, and they're very creatively focused, but that separates them from technology and that separates them from science or engineering. And I think we have an opportunity to bring those two worlds together and really invent the future of many disciplines through design.
Dubai prides itself as being the place of the future, where ideas can be tested and implemented much faster and with less friction than other places.
It is that spark, it is that moment where you bring together, a number of forces that actually then allow for innovation to emerge.
Having a design and creative vision catapults individuals, and so I think this institute is really going to position Dubai globally as a design leader.
سقف الابتكار بدأ يرتفع أكثر في دبي، وبدأ في قناعات كثيرة أن تقول أن دبي تقود الابتكار والتصميم وتصدرها إلى العالم بشكل مختلف ومبتكر وأكثر نوعية.
To be taken seriously as design houses, we need the people who we could hire to actually elevate our work and push the level of production forward.
I believe it's a historical moment to start focusing on high-class design education from this part of the world.
Integrating design in such a critical way is a really perfect juncture, I think, for what is happening globally. And I think it will really put Dubai on the map in a very, very specific way that I think will be truly exhilarating for the region.
No great thing, no beautiful invention happened just like that. It happens when we leave our comfort zone and embrace change, creativity, and out of the ordinary. We live in interesting times. We live in a world that's constantly asking questions, that's constantly changing. In a world where blockchain and robots will be the norm, where 85% of tomorrow's jobs don't exist yet, where being multi-skilled is not just celebrated, but essential. At Dubai Institute of Design and Innovation, we believe that we need to prepare you for the future, to teach you skills that will power your tomorrow. Today, design matters more than ever. But how can design help, you may ask? We combine disciplines so you become well-rounded. From product design, multimedia design, fashion design, strategic design management, it's where you will learn how to merge different design disciplines. Presenting a 4-year Bachelor of Design degree in collaboration with MIT and Parsons' new School of Design. DIDI, not just another design university.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone. We're back from our break. Our judges are back. Before we announce, our judges want to say a few words to everyone. So judges, floor is all yours.
Okay, I'll start off. I just want to say thank you to everyone. I think throughout every single video or proposal we saw, we recognize your hard work, and there were really some amazing ideas that honestly Nike didn't even think of. So really good job on that. The decision was extremely hard because of how many amazing ideas we've seen. So I just want to thank everyone one more time, and really good job.
Yeah, and I'll just like to add that it's been a very amazing experience to get to interact with everyone now a few times and see all of your development. And yeah, it was very tough to come up with the decision, but there was a lot of really strong ideas and work that went into this. So I just want to congratulate everyone else on their accomplishments. And also just to encourage you, if you really enjoyed this project, to continue with your design journey, like studying it in the future, or exploring different careers around design. I hope you learned a lot and have something to take away from this experience that can inspire you moving forward. So thanks to everyone.
All righty. So as mentioned before, there are 2 winners, one from the middle school group and one from the high school group. All righty. And so we're gonna announce the middle school winner first. So can I get some drum roll, some excitement, some cheering? Woo!
Go.
Alrighty. So the winner from middle school is Al-Taween School. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Taween Girls School. Yay!
Yes. We won.
Congratulations.
Alrighty. And the winners from the high school group is the Indian High School Dubai. Congratulations, everyone.
Congrats.
Hey.
So just to talk about prizes, the winners are getting a trophy, and each team member will be receiving a 500 dirham Nike voucher. So congratulations.
Wow.
Can we also have everyone turn on their cameras from the teams so that we can take a group picture? So teachers, students.
Wow, so nice, excited. I had taken my tie off.
Everyone. And thank you to everyone who participated. Honestly, getting to this stage of this competition is a really big deal. Like in Project Design Space, we've had over 4,000 students participate.
Wow.
So just to be selected to get to the finals is a beautiful thing and like a very, very hard thing to do. So congratulations again to everyone.
Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Shukran. Shukran.
Thank you.
So can we
Thank
have only
you.
the winning teams so that we
Thank
can
you
take
so much.
a group picture?
We on the camera?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
So my colleague Aisha will be coordinating us. So once everyone's ready, we'll be taking a group screenshot.
Okay. Amazing.
Aisha, let us know when you're ready.
Hi everyone. If I can have in the meeting only the winning team, so we can take a group picture with the winning team only. So if you're not a winner, you can leave the meeting.
And thank you again for participating.
Thank you, guys.
Sit down. Nice.
So is everyone here from the Indian high school and from Tawiyin school?
Yes.
Yes.
So if I can have your faces fully shown on the picture or on the screen and a bit zoom out.
Like what my composition looks like.
I don't think all my teams are online. Sorry. We had some technical difficulties. You see, we're up in the mountains, so it's kind of difficult.
Okay, whoever is here from Tawiyin School, can you also have your cameras on?
Shahad, tell all the girls, please.
نعم تفتحوا الكاميرات.
بنات مدرسة طويين إذا تقدرون تفتحون كاميراتكم عشان بنسوي جروب بيكتشر وأبغي وجوهكم تبين تكون واضحة في الفريم.
ميرا نزلي الشاشة شوية. هي أوكي.
نزليها أوكي. Is all the students here from الطويين school?
One.
I see Shahad and Mira.
Yes. One. You just have Shahad, Mira. That's it, I think. The other four are not here.
Okay. So
I think they were having problems. I think they were having problems with the IT. I think.
Gasha, I guess.
Okay. So on my count on 3, I'll take a screenshot. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Please.
Just give me a second because I'm moving to the other screen. Say cheese. 1, 2, 3.
Cheese.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you very much and
Congratulations.
congratulations for Indian school.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was very nice.
I feel very happy and good luck for other students.
Thank you, teachers, for being very supportive to everyone. And thank you to our judges as well.
Thank you.
Thank you tonight.
Thank you for giving the students such an opportunity for innovation and critical thinking. And I think this will go a long way in developing their skills as well. Thanks for the initiative, DIDI.
Thank you.
Alrighty, have a great evening, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Stay
Thank
safe.
Good evening. Bye-bye.
Bye. Hi, teacher. Your mic is mute.